Alright, so we're done with our cat reducer, and let's just go ahead and start using the methods that we created. So for our product card, we have a button right here, add to cart. So let's just build this button functionality. And the first thing we need to do is we need to create a method that will let us add an item to our cart. So let's just go ahead and do that. And yeah, so let's see that and how that actually works. So let's see constant. This will be undo add item to cart. All right. So this is the method, and what this is just going to do is going to call on the item, uh, add item that we created in our actions. This method that we actually created in our actions, and right here, we're just going to say product. Okay, this will be the product, because if we add this, we need to actually, this is the product that we added, and we need access to this particular particular item. So let's just go and connect this component with readers. So we're going to use the connect method, and right here just going to say map constant. This will be map state to props, and right here want to destructure out the cat from our reducer. So, and right here on the constant, we just say items, because we need to get those items out from the cart. And basically this is all we need to do. Let's just go ahead and return items. Okay, and the next thing is constant, like no map this dispatch to props. Okay, and this will be add item. Okay, makes sense. And let's just go ahead and import all those on that method, that particular function. So let's just pass this map state to props, and the next map dispatch to props. Okay, makes sense. Let's just go ahead and import those values. This will be add item, and this will come from redux slash actions. So let's just go ahead and structure those values from our props, and this will be items, and this will be add item. Okay, so that's that. And all right, basically this is just all we need to do. And right here we need to just, on this button right here, this add to cart button, let's just do an on click event to this on click, and this we have this method right here. And yeah, that's all we need to do. And so let's just go ahead and test this out. So let's see our cart. So if I should click on this, add item is not a function. Let me see where that is. Add item, map dispatch to props, connect. All right, let's just try that again. I think all we needed was a refresh. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see this action has been dispatched, and in our item you can see the price right here, and in our item you can see the item right there within our cart. So if we click this again, you can see same item is being added again. So let's just go ahead and check against this, because we just want a single item, all the items in our cart to be unique. So to check against this, we need to create another method which we check we need to check if this item is within the cart. So let's just do that. We need to actually create a state for that. So we'll be using um the create state hook. So this will be is uh item is in cart, and this will be set item is in cart. Okay, don't mind the names, you can just call it whatever you want. And this will be use state. Okay, that will be use state, and this will be false. Okay, we don't need to actually toggle this, and this should be constant. All right, so another thing that we need to create is when item is being added to a cart, that means the item is already in our cart. So we're just going to set item is in cart, and this will be true. Okay, yeah, so if you're adding an item to the cart, that means it's true, right? Okay, so this will be used state. Let's just go ahead and structure this out from React. Okay, all right, so another method that we need to create is we need to check if the item is, when you're loading the page, we need to check if the item is within the cart. So undo check if item is in, so let's just is in cart. Okay, and this is an arrow method, so let's just try and perform some logic. So this will be item. Okay, we're going to do a filter method right here. This will be items dot filter item dot id is equal to product dot id. So what this is going to return to us is going to check if this product id is within the item. Like, it's going to map through each of the items within the items, which of the items that is in cart is going to match everything, and check if a product id is found. So this will also return an array. So we need to now check if item, so we need to actually get the first one. If item, this is just like saying the first element within this array, because this is actually going to return an array. So if item first one is true, then we'll set item is within cart to true. Okay, so that means the item is within the cart. Simple as that, right? And yeah, so this is just all we need to do, and we need to actually why is this not working? Okay, yeah, so we need to actually use this method now. So in our use effect hook, this will be, we need to actually call this undo check if method. Okay, so let's just copy this, and I don't want to type. Yeah, so we want this to run just once. So uh we need to actually disable this button. We need to actually disable this button if the item is within the cart. Okay, so we just disable this if item, if that is true. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, we need to tell the user that they've added the item to their cart. So uh, we just say undo, sorry, this will just be item, this will be item is in cart. If that's true, we just say uh, already in cart. Okay, Simple as that. And S, we just say add to cart. So that's just simple as that. And yeah, so that's all we need to do. So let's just go ahead and try that out. So use effect is not defined. So let's just import that from React. Okay, makes sense. Let's just try this out. So fingers crossed. Constant is not defined. Let's see that. Everything works fine. So let's just do a refresh on that. So add to cart, you can see item already in cart, add to cart, add to cart. So that's it. And yeah, so we have that functionality and we need to apply this to uh, view details. So we need to apply the same thing right here. So when you add to cart, we need to actually do the same thing. So let's just go and do that right now. All right, so we're just going to do the same thing we've done here. Same thing we've done here. We're just going to do it right here. So let me just copy this. Okay, so there might be a better way to actually go around this, but then yeah, so I don't just want to so let me just add this. And use state. Let's just go ahead and import that. And this will change. This will change to current product. Okay, and we need to actually bring our items from the cart reducer. So this will be items. Uh, why this will be current products. And yeah, so right here we need we can just pass this to run in our use effect hook. And yeah, so we can do our click values, click to equal to this, and disable. Is this disabled or disable? Yeah, it's actually disabled. Yeah, disabled to be equal to our state item is in cart. So basically this is what we need to do. And right here, let me just copy this. Let me just borrow this. Let me just borrow this. Yeah, so from our cart right here, we need to also bring in constant. We need to also bring in items. Okay, and this will come from cart. So let's just return that value, and this will be add item. Okay, add item. And basically this is all we need to do. Technically this is all we need to do. So let's go ahead and check that add to cart already in cart. This is disabled. So in the next video we just building our cart page. So yeah, so I hope to see you in the next video. So let's just try this out. And if we move away from this, you can see already in cart. And yeah, no matter how we move away from the page, we're just going to have that. All right, so we're adding items to our cart right now. So let's just go ahead and build our cart page. Then we build our checkout page, and that will be all for this series.